Hey, Rosemary here. How you doing? Okay, let's talk. Let's talk about your doubts. Okay, you have them. You don't want them. I get that, but they're there, and there's no one that you can actually really talk to about them because you're supposed to believe what you've always believed. And to admit that you're no longer sure about it would be too scary for words because people look up to you in your religious organization. You lead them and they look to you for guidance, but you have these doubts. And I had these doubts, okay? They gnawed at me. I felt like a fraud, but I never really spoke about them out loud for fear that I would call down the wrath of God on me, for fear that I would no longer be allowed to sing in the worship team, for fear that I'd lose my friends, my position in church, for fear that if I ever gave voice to these doubts, I would go down into a spiral of despair and crazy that I would never be able to recover from. And God would also abandon me because I was oh so doubtful, right? What they and I, the thing is, I wasn't even sure anymore that I believed all what the preacher people were saying anymore. What they and I were kind of spouting as truth didn't seem to help anyone, not really. All they seemed to be were hurting people, hurting people. Do you understand what I mean? So people that were already hurting went on to hurt other people, and everybody else just kind of turned a blind eye to it all, and it just felt kind of horrid. But I've been brought up to believe all of this, and also I wasn't supposed to question it, to question God's anointing, because that would bring down curses, basically, and that, there was no way I could question what people were saying to me as truth. And I knew that I was called to help people create wealth and live to the fullness of their potential, but I really did think that the only way to do it was in the bowels of a spiritual organization somewhere, and so I stayed put, kept following these rules and regulations, even though I had these doubts. I kept doing what I was told to do, submitting to other people's wills for me, living out their agendas for me, waiting for someone to tell me when it would be my time, passing out judgment like candy and calling it tough love. Not quite believing, but trying very hard to ignore the doubts and live by faith. Passively going with the flow, telling myself it was the right thing to do, but really shirking responsibility for my own life. Is it any wonder that I still didn't have anywhere near the impact that I knew I was born to have? I mean, prophet upon a prophet had spoken all these prophetic words over me. I knew that I was born for more, but these doubts seemed to be taking me away from my path, or so I thought. I didn't see that I was placing man-made limits on my higher power, on God. I was telling him that I could not do the work he called me to because that would mean disobeying the rules that I thought he had put in place. And I felt all of this because I myself was unable to hear from source, to hear spirit, to hear my intuition. I was listening to all these second-hand pieces of information and I was too scared to question any of it. I talked about love and freedom. I sang about it. Ooh, fly. I raised my hands to the heaven about it. And yet love was very conditional upon me obeying the party line. Freedom was not at all freeing. I even invited people into this crazy form of bondage, thinking that was the right thing to do. I kept ignoring my doubts and just trying to be what I was supposed to be. And I was supposed to be certain about it. But I wasn't certain. And leader, I see you in that kind of same crazy spiral of doubt that I found myself in. You know God is out there, or more truthfully, you know He's in you somewhere. But all these external charades that we're expected to perform, it all feels rubbish. It feels very unloving. It feels wrong. And honestly, it doesn't help anyone. It just makes more judgmental followers who are doing nothing to impact anyone outside of their little circle of friends. And surely you are done with that, just like I was. Because I did. I got done with it. I got fed up of towing the party line. I got tired of pretending I believed what I didn't believe. And so I walked away for a season. I walked right away from it. And maybe you need to as well. I walked away in order to find my truth again. The simple belief I had that was now sucked away in a mass of traditions and rules and laws that felt nothing like love. It was heart-wrenching to do. I was scared that I'd never get to sing again. I'd never find a place to truly be me. I was scared that God would actually punish me for this act of defiance. But I could no longer live a lie. I used the excuse to start with of, I have to work on a Sunday. That allowed me to retreat. But really, I needed a time out. Some time to figure out what I really believed. To find a more intimate relationship with Source that empowered me rather than stifled me. one that I was free to forge in any way that I liked, rather than in the prescribed, this is the way it must go kind of way. And it opened me up to love, to abundance, to more power, and to freedom. My sexuality got cleared and healed. My ability to parent got cleared and healed. I'm impacting more people now while speaking the words given to me by Source. I'm singing again because I want to. I'm making money being myself. And I'm creating a because I want to lifestyle with absolutely no fear. And you know you too are born for freedom, okay? True freedom, not one that comes with man-made restrictions. I mean, seriously, what kind of freedom is that if it comes with restrictions, really? You want to experience love, unconditional love, okay? You want to do the work you were born to do, and it's bigger than big. But you felt proud about it because, they told you it was not your time yet, okay? You felt you couldn't do it yet. But did you ask your higher power? Really asking without all the filters that you've been trained to kind of put in place first. The thing is this, leader, I do get you. I really get you because you and I are similar. We're very, very similar. And you do want to impact a lot of people. You do want to make a lot of money. And you do want to do it all on your own terms, right? But you struggle to reconcile that with this belief system that you feel you must keep holding on to for dear life. I know. And no, I'm not saying that I am your answer, okay? Or that you just need to believe everything that I say on face value. Of course not. That would defeat the whole object of this. I want you to see that you have to create space to find your own answer. Okay? You have got to get a lot more deliberate about your beliefs. All good things, all the things that you dream of, they start by you first facing your doubts, not hiding from them, not pretending they're not there. That helps nothing. That gets you nowhere, and it gets nobody, none of the people you're called to serve anywhere either. You are leader, and if you're too scared yourself to face the truth of your doubts, then how can you in good conscience keep leading anybody? Leader, you have to get clear, okay? You have to find the courage to face your doubts and come out the other side of them. To let go of old thinking and step into something a lot more expansive. To stop trying to sweep it all under the carpet and pretend it's not there. It holds you back from doing the work that you are born to do. And you feel held back. All those big ideas and big dreams trapped under beliefs that you now doubt. And you don't talk to anyone about it because they just might judge you, take away your title, and you could be left with nothing but your doubts. And you've seen what happens to others who start to express the thoughts that you are thinking right now. And you're not quite sure that you have the courage yet for that to be you, to be ostracized. But leader, I'm here, okay? The truth, it really does stand up to scrutiny, and your higher power doesn't want you to hide from your doubts and just go on pretending that everything is all right. That would be a lie. And you will then not allow yourself to prosper because you will feel bad, you feel evil, you feel wrong, and you don't feel worthy of being a leader. But the truth of the matter is this, you are a leader. And this is all a part of your journey. But it can be the end of your journey if you refuse to do the work of questioning, of fishing out and standing for your beliefs, your true beliefs. Okay? This is a part of the reason that you felt so stagnant for so very long. Yeah, you put a smile on it. You keep talking the talk so no one really suspects that you have these doubts. But you know. You know that this is not the way it's supposed to feel or to be. You want freedom. You want to know truth. You want to live out your calling in all its fullness, but you can't right now. Not while you feel all of these doubts. Leader, I learned that the truth stands up to scrutiny, and I learned that I was limiting myself based on what I had been brought up to believe. I learned that there is more to life than my church, okay? And that the visions and dreams in my heart are not there to taunt me, but rather they're there to be fulfilled. You and I are called to impact millions, to make millions, and all of these doubts about these doubtful beliefs, basically, they hold you back. They hold us back. And I personally choose to opt out of that. Are you ready yet? Because, honey, the world is waiting for leaders like you and I to step up and do the work that we're born to do, free of the crazy doubts that hold us back from tapping fully into intuition and power. So this is it. I made a place for us, and I'm very proud of that place, if I do say so myself. A place where you are free to question anything, everything, without judgment. A lifting off zone, okay? A place where it's not just about all the navel-gazing stuff, but also where I will help you create wealth with your true message, with the products, the services, the ministry, the books, the music that now reside inside of you, and they want to be unleashed, okay? And in addition to that, you will have a one-to-one consultation with me as well, so that you and I can talk about some of your stuff and see if we want to work even closer together. Whichever way, you leave with the next step plan from that one-on-one consultation. This place, the place that I'm talking about right now, it's called the Deliberate Millionaire Fast Track Group, and you are invited, okay? take me up on the invitation, okay? Come join us, the Delbert Millionaires, living a because I want to lifestyle, impacting and making millions, no longer settling for anything other than the best. And this weekend, this next 4 days until Tuesday at midnight Eastern, you get it at half the normal price. Why? Because it's my birthday, or it was my birthday. And yeah, I planned this for you guys, but I forgot to actually put it out because yeah, I was jet lagged having been traveling over to the US. But this is it, you have till Tuesday. It was going to run from Thursday till Sunday, but now you have till Tuesday. Take me up on this. You get all the programs of the Delbert Millionaire. You get to come into the group, and you get it all for your first month at half price, okay? Come. Let's start to look at your doubts. Let's start to handle that stuff so you can go on to getting all the customers, the recruits, the clients that you want in your life. It's time to just kind of stop living this doubtful existence and instead step into certainty based on the fact that you are able and fearless enough to do the work that you as a leader must do in order to make and impact millions. Are you ready? It's rosemarynonnyknight.com/DM fast track. And again, it's rosemarynonnyknight.com/DM fast track. Go and have a look at it. Just till Tuesday, the option is there to get everything and to get it all for your first month at half price, okay? It's time to fight for and to deliberately design the life you were born to live because you want to, okay? Excuse my family in the background, they're kind of swimming in behind me over here, but rosemarynonnyknight.com/DM fast track, okay? Go and have a look at that. Until the next time, bye.